Hi everyone, back again with me, Magic Joe, and as I promised before, I would like to talk about the talents features that we get in this game, Sword of Convallaria. But before that, I would like to ask you to keep supporting my channel, and also if you want to find out more about the games, you could also visit their website as well. And in this video, I would pretty much talk about what kind of paths that they have on the talents and what will benefit you to level up your talents and how to level up your talents efficiently. And also I would like to share part of my research of the material cost that you will have to level up all the talents, and I put it on my Google Sheet, and I will link the Google Sheet page that I have on the video description below. I hope that this video could be very useful for you guys, especially for you who aim for specific kind of talents that you wanna have in this game on your account. Okay, before we start, I'm just gonna show you we have 5 paths regarding to the each role that we have in this game. So we have Breaker Path, Seeker's Path, Defender, Destroyer, and also Watchers. So most of the talents will affect the specific role. Like mostly the Breaker Path is going to affect the Breaker, all the Breaker units, but they also have the all role bonus. Just like on the Breaker Path here, they will have maximum HP increase by 60 for all allies. So regarding of the roles that they have, they will all have these bonuses, and usually it comes with the rainbow star kind of thingy on the notes. So by leveling this up, you can have bonus for all the roles. And you could also see the role bonus that you have upgraded in total for each pass just by clicking this role bonus icon. And you could also have all the breaker passive that they can get from the notes that you level up, just like this one. Upgrading or leveling up your talents will not only affect your unit's bonus stats, but it will also have some utility by increasing the initial TP, max TP, the TP round restore, TP and turn restores, and also you will have access to all these tactics that you could level up to the max level and gain all the bonuses or the benefits from each of them. So as you can see, in this game we have common tactics, intermediates, and also advanced. You could pretty much choose one of them regarding to their classification to help you out in the battles. And now let's have a look on the breakers path. So on this path, you could see I have the stats for breakers talents only, all roar bonuses, and also the total stat bonus. So the way that you want to read it is the breaker talents will only affect the breakers units, and all roll bonuses is the bonuses that you can get from leveling up the rainbow notes from each the talent path. So and the total stat bonus is the total stats that you will get on each of your breaker units. So as example, the breaker talents will have 260 flat physical attack bonuses with the 20% bonus on physical attack as well. And from the overall bonus, it will have another 40 on the flat numbers and also 5% on the percentage numbers. So the total stats that the breaker will has is 300 flat attack, flat physical attack, and also 25% bonus physical attack. So yeah, if you want to see all the numbers, you could see it by yourself, but that's how I calculate it. So the maximum stat you can get is 300 flat physical attack and 25% bonuses physical attack. And if you see all the stats over here, you could see the maximum HP is really high for the breaker. That's why it's kind of normal in average if the breaker will have more HP rather than any other role, because they will have 610 maximum HP in flat number, and also another bonuses in percent by 30%. And look at the bonus for the breaker allies only. They will have the breaker stubbornness, courage, and also tolerance. The stubbornness is going to reduce the damage taken by 12% when being attacked from the front. That way it kind of make them a bit tankier than any other role if you attack them from the front. And also it will increase the damage by 20% if the target percentage HP is higher than the characters when attacking. So if you have lower health than your enemy, you will deal 20% more damage. That's how it works. And the tolerance will reduce the range damage taken by 12%. So if you got attacked by the, let's say, by the Lily Will, and Lily Will attacking you from the front, you will have like 12% damage taken plus 12% damage decrease because Lily will attack from the front, and also another 12% damage decrease because Lily will does a range attack. So that's why I think Breaker is kinda tanky units on taking damage, and also it will have a lot of HP. And the total material cost that I have calculated from the test server is this much. So you could see like pretty much the breaker path will use the resilient star, just star, sacrificial star, and also courageous star. So let's say if you want to focus on the breaker path, make sure that you will have these 4 stars collected to increase the level of the talents. And the total of Elysium coins that you need is about 7.9 million Elysium coins. So if you want to maximum your breaker talents, this is all the cost that you will need to maximum level them. And now let's have a look on the Seeker's path. As you might know, like Seeker probably gonna be similar like assassin kind of type of characters, so they tend to deal like a lot damage, but they have less defense kind of thing. So as you can see, it's just natural that they have more of the physical bonus attack rather than breaker, because on the total stat bonus they will have 350 physical attack bonuses flat and 20% of the physical bonus, the same like breaker, but they will have more flat bonus attack on them. And from the bonus seekers allies only, you can see like the skill of seekers will have damage taken reducement by 20% from strike back, which is going to make them survive if they attack some unit with the strike back. And also lethality of the seeker is going to increase the critical damage by 6%, and also ignore target defense by 15%. So I think this is the best bonuses that Seeker can have, because it's going to help them to deal more damage and try to kill the enemy units as fast as possible. And agility of Seekers is going to decrease melee damage taken by 12%. I think the reason of this agility of Seekers, why it's important to have, is because Seeker is weaker to the defender, and most of defender has the melee attack. So that's why if you level up the agility of Seekers, it's going to help your Seekers to survive from the defender attack. So that's why it's also important for you to have this bonus for the Seekers nodes that you need to level up. And for the material costs, the Seeker path only requires resilient, merciful, courage, and wise, which is going to pretty much cover all the materials that you need to maximum level this Seeker path. And for the Elysium coin, it's going to be a lot cheaper than the breakers, because it only requires 7.3 million Elysium coins. And now let's have a look on the defender's path. So being defenders, it's just natural if they have more physical defense than any other role. That's also going to affect their bonus stats as well. So as you can see, the physical defense, the flat number is highest, like I think it is the highest number that we will have across all the role, which is they're going to have 130 of the flat physical defense that they're going to have as the bonuses for the defender. And for the maximum HP, it's not gonna different than the Seekers. It's only can give them like 510 maximum HP flat for the defender as well. If you see all the special notes that they have, which is the Defender's Fury, it's going to increase their attack by 12% when they got into the injured state, and the Defender's Intrepidity or whatever it's called, it's going to reduce the AoE damage taken by 20%, which is going to be good because most of the breaker, which is the counter role of defender, they usually have the AoE ability, which going to make the defender survive better if the breaker trying to use the AoE attack against the defender. And defender's armament, it's going to increase the damage dealt by defender whenever they have the physical shield. So what I could think about it is you want to pair someone, the defender unit, with someone that has physical shield ability, or using all the items that could generate the physical shield, or even like tarot cards such as the Temperance. So yeah, pretty much I think the unit that I could think of is Tiden or Nurgle, because Nurgle can give you physical shield for Nurgle and also for other units. And also Tiden will give you like physical shield for all the allies in the AoE around him. So yeah, pretty much it's gonna, you could utilize the ability using the physical shield from the defender's role itself. And for the total material costs, it will use the Resilient, Just, and also Sacrificial and Merciful stars to level up this path. And also the Elysium coin that you will need is the highest that I could found, because you will need like 8 millions of Elysium coins if you want to maximum the max level all this path on the defender's path. Now we're talking about the Destroyer. As you might know, that Destroyer role has the highest stats of all roles in this game. So it also gonna affect all the bonus, like the stats bonus that they have from the talents as well. You could see like all the physical attack, magical attack, defense, for the physical defense, magical defense, and even HP, it's going to be like higher than the average, which is they're gonna have like 310 flat bonus attack and also 100 on the defense. And for the HP, they only have 10 HP different than the breaker event. And talking about all the special abilities, about like Destroyer's Wisdoms over here, it will increase the defense up to 12% if the percentage HP is lower than the attacking enemies. So the lower HP that you have, you will have the higher defense. That's how it works. And the Destroyer's Acuity is increasing damage up to 20% when attacking enemies with the debuff. So what you want to do is you try to debuff the enemy first, and then after that you try to deal the damage to the enemies. There's a trick for this one. If you have the Destroyer, especially like Dantalion, you might want to equip him with the Disaster Bottle, because it's going to give your enemy instant like 2 debuffs, and then after that you can try to attack. It will increase the damage 20% automatically after that. And it will also apply to another Destroyer. So pretty much what you want to do is to try to utilize the Disaster Bottle as much as you can, or just like debuffing your enemies as many as you can. And Destroyer Prudence, it's going to reduce the damage taken by 16% when having debuff. So this is not like when your enemy is having debuff, but when your destroyer units have the debuff on themselves. So what you want to do is, it's kind of hard, but it will increase the survive ability for the destroyer, especially against the watchers unit, because destroyers is only weak to the watchers. That's why you might want to try to get like more HP on the destroyer rather than the defense. And the material costs for the destroyers is mostly they're gonna use the sacrificial stars, merciful stars, courageous stars, and also wise. And also the amount of merciful, I think it's a lot that you're gonna use. I think that's the most stars that they're gonna use for the destroyer. It's not the wise one. And for the LCM coin, pretty much above the average. It's a 7.5 million Elysium coin to be able to max level all the paths that you get for the destroyer path. And last one but not least is the Watcher's path. As you might know, generally all the units that has the Watcher's role, they will have the least amount of base stats compared to any other roles or any other units that have different role. But it doesn't affect the bonuses that they will have on from the talents, because as you can see, they still can have like 300 flat attacks and 90 of flat defense with the same HP for like defender or like seeker role. And also for the bonuses that they will have the Watcher's Passion is going to increase the attack up to 12% if the character's HP percentage is higher than the target when attacking. And Watcher's Blessing is going to decrease physical damage up to 20% if they are unharmed. And Watcher's Determination is going to increase the damage up to 20% if the character has 2 or more buffs. Pretty much all the buffs that I just read is really good, but they all has the condition or like situation that you need to achieve in order to gain the bonuses. That's what makes it a bit harder if you're playing the Watchers unit. Mostly like to get more damage, you will have 2 more buffs, and if your enemies just like dispelling all the buff, then your unit will not have any bonuses. And also if your unit has the lower percentage on HP rather than your enemies, you will not have the attack bonuses. That's why if you want to play Watches, just make sure that you have more buff, and also you always make your units unharmed or like healthy, which is kind of tricky, but I couldn't say easy, even though like mostly all the Watches, they will have like survivability or like healing spells or healing abilities, but still it's so hard to achieve sometimes, especially on the PvP matches. And for the total material costs, they probably gonna use the Resilient, Just, Sacrificial, and also Y stars, with the most costs gonna be charged on the Y stars. It's gonna be like 476 for the legendary stars that you need to collect. So it might not easy to level up this path, but if you have mostly like Watcher units, I would really recommend to focus on this path rather than just like leveling up your maybe defender. Just focus on your Watcher's path. And for the Elysium coin, I think it's pretty much the same with the defender. It's quite expensive to level up. So the total Elysium coins that you might need to level up this path is going to be 8 million. I think that's it for this video, guys. But if you want to ask me about my recommendation or like what talents that I supposed to prioritize first to level up, I would say just it depends on you and how your progress on your account. Let's say I would just give you an easy example. Like for me, I really like to use all the magical attacker from the Watcher's roles. That's why I try to maximum their potential by leveling up the Watcher talent first rather than any other talents. And also I put a little bit of materials on the Seekers because my Nono Wheel is the most strongest unit that I have on my account at the moment. It's not because the attack or anything, but because of the utility that she has. So I pretty much use her in every single matches that I have, whether it's like PvP or PvE contents. And I'll show you my talents real quick. So my Watcher talents, this is the progress that I have. I pretty much focus on the magical attack over here because I usually use the magical attacker Watchers unit on my account, and I try to finish this Watcher determination really quick, but it seems like the materials is really hard to get, so that's why I just need to postpone it a little while and focus on the other side, maybe like the attributes and the health for the talents, for the Watcher talents. And also, as I said before, I pretty much use all the magical attacker units, so that's why I also upgraded my destroyer talents and try to get these nodes as fast as possible, because it will increase all the magic attack for all the units that I have on my account. So this is my second priority after I finish the Watchers nodes, so I'm just gonna get these nodes done. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope this video is useful for you guys, and I hope that you could progress your account as you wanted, and have a good day. See you on the next video. Bye now.